Hello, Brian. This is Don with MecSoft Support. In regards to your tech support question about VisualCAD, um, you wanting to figure out how to calculate that curve of intersection between the two solid pipes. The answer is that you can do it with meshes, but not with solids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Is I noticed that this pipe is on an angle, so we need to orient the construction plane uh, normal to the face of this pipe here. I'm going to remodel these two pipes with meshes. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to the modeling aids tab. Under the C-plane, I'm going to do C-plane to a face. Excuse me. So I'm going to do C-plane to a face, and I'm going to zoom in. I'm just going to pick this face here. So there's the C-plane on that face. So let's go to a 4-view quad viewport. Okay, so now we have the construction plane normal to this angle of this pipe. So we're just going to go in and we're going to extrude uh, a mesh pipe for the top angled tube. So we're going to go into the mesh modeling. We're going to go extrude. We're going to select this outer edge. Okay, and then we're going to drag it down. It doesn't have to be all the way through, maybe just to about right here. Okay, first I want to show you though, let's make a couple of new layers. Okay, we'll call this meshes. Okay, and then we'll create another one for curves. Okay, and for meshes, let's change it to say a green color, just something else. And then for the curve, we'll change that to red. Okay, so we're going to make the meshes layer active for now, and then we're going to go in and create that tube. So we're going to extrude. This is on the mesh modeling. We're going to extrude that, and we're just going to drag it down to about midway. Okay, and then we're also going to extrude the bottom. So we need to have a construction plane. It's already oriented to your orthographic views. So if I just make the right view active, okay, I'm going to have that active, and I'm going to create another extrusion, and I'm going to pick this outer edge curve, and I'm going to drag this down just past this midpoint. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn these other layers off. Okay, so we got our tubes. These are meshes, not solids. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to extract or subtract one mesh from the other in order to get this curve. Okay, so we're going to go over to the mesh modeling. We're going to do subtract. And if you drag this down, we're going to pick our first one to subtract from, and then our second one, so that we have this curve, the edge. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the quad viewport again, and we're going to go to the curve modeling tab, and we're going to create a curve, silhouette curve. We're going to make the front curve, the front viewport active, pick the silhouette curve, and let's go ahead and make the curve layer active. And we're going to pick the silhouette curve, okay, and we're going to select the object. Okay, so you see now that we have a curve, okay, based on the projected silhouette of this um, edge curve around here, this edge, okay? So you would use this now as your curve that you want to machine, okay? So let's say, for example, that we probably don't want all of this, so we're going to just take this and we're going to explode it, okay? And then we can get rid of some of these. We don't need that. We probably don't need that or that or that. So we got this curve right there. So what we want to do, basically you want to know how to machine that, you know, that pipe. Let's say that you want to machine the pocket in this bottom pipe. So let's go ahead. I'll just go ahead and show you how to do that. We're going to go ahead and set the stock, and we're going to do a cylinder stock. Okay, we'll just copy the model bounding box, pick OK. So we have our stock defined. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need to set up on this front plane. And again, I'm doing this in the professional configuration where you have multiple setups and you can edit your setups. If you're in the standard configuration, then you need to orient the part with your Z-axis up, you know, that you want to cut in, but I'm going to show you in the Pro. So we're just going to edit this setup, okay, and we want the axis to be pointing this way, okay, and I'll show you another way to do it too. Let's just go ahead and do it this way. Let's rotate the Z about the X. So we want to rotate that Z so it's pointing forward, okay, and we'll pick generate, and we'll turn on our axes, and we'll turn off the world axis just to make it a little bit less confusing. Okay, so now we got it in that direction. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do let's do a profiling operation. So we'll go 2 axes, profile, and we're going to select this curve. And you'll see that that curve, because it was a mesh, it's actually a bunch of curved line segments. So what we want to do is we want to select these segments and we want to merge them. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and select those, and we're going to merge into one curve. So we got one curve. So now we're going to go back into our profiling. We're going to select our curve, and we're going to select a tool. I don't know exactly how big this is. Let's just use that. And cut parameters, we'll leave all that the same. We're going to go ahead and I'm not sure exactly which side it's cutting on, so we're just going to use these default parameters. You're going to want to extend this up probably, maybe a little bit. No, maybe not. That'll probably be okay. So we're going to go ahead and just, for the cut levels, the depth of cut, we're going to go, and I have my vertex snap here. I'm going to go from here to, say, here, just to calculate that. It says it's 12 inches. I'm just going to make sure I go past this. So I'm going to go 13 or 14 inches. 14 inches. Okay. And we will divide that up, say, into multiple step downs, multiple cut levels. For the entry and exit, we'll leave that alone. Maybe just do a lines and arcs. We'll just leave all that. And here's we'll fit arcs. Since these were line segments, we're going to fit arcs. 0.00. Depending on the tolerance, we're going to set this to 0.002. And then for the cut parameters, we'll set that as 0.001. So the arc fitting tolerance is 2 times the global tolerance for the operation. That's good. Let's just generate this. Okay, so here you'll see that we have a profiling operation.